There's still 7 games left in the season, but unfortunately, the Giants' search for their next franchise quarterback is already underway. You guys know I hate talking about the draft in November, but at 2-8, you know what? It is what it is. So let's talk to our New York Post NFL reporter, Ryan Dunleavy, about his trending article on the Post's website about the complications the Giants face in finding the next franchise quarterback. Ryan, I love you, but I hate the fact that you have an article out about franchise quarterbacks in the draft, and it's not even Turkey Day yet. What's going on, man?
Hey, it's what the fans want to talk about. Give the people what they want.
All right, let's give the people what they want here, even though I don't want it at all, and I don't even want to be talking about it. But what's the biggest problem the Giants are facing when it comes to finding or drafting their next franchise QB?
It's a twofold problem that goes hand in hand, Brandon. Number one is it's not a great quarterback draft class. There's 2 guys, Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sun at Colorado, and Cam Ward at Miami, who most scouts, draft experts, media types think are first-round pick worthy. They're both like around top 10, not even like locks for 1-2, though we know that'll probably happen where they'll get pushed up because of the quarterback value. So it's not a great class. It's not like last year where 6 guys were top 12 picks, 6 quarterbacks, or a couple years ago where 5 in the top 53 picks have all proved themselves franchise class quarterbacks. It's just not a great class. And then the second problem is there's 9 2 and 3 win teams right now, and 6 of them are probably going to be looking to change quarterbacks. So if you're picking third among those 6 teams, you're not even going to be able to get one of these guys, even if you wanted to stretch for them.
All right, so there's a lot of people that are rooting for Tommy DeVito to fail so the Giants can have a top 2 pick to land one of these 2 quarterbacks. I guess out of Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, do any one of those guys give you the C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels type vibes where they can come in, step in day one, and carry the franchise right away?
No, I mean, not me and not the people I talk to. Now, look, it happens. This is the crazy thing about the draft, right? Like, nobody thought Bo Nix was going to do that for the Broncos. A lot of people didn't even think Bo Nix was a first-round pick. He might have got picked by the only team that believed in him in the Broncos, and he was the 6th quarterback pick last year. So, no, I would say no right now. None of them make me think they're an instant franchise changer. Now, that's a level above, like, can you win with him? I think Ward and Shedeur could be good players. I don't know that they'll be rookie phenoms the way Jaden Daniels and C.J. Stroud have been. But again, things change. And like I said, people thought that was going to be Caleb Williams, and it certainly hasn't been.
Same thing. They thought it was going to be Bryce Young, but it ended up being C.J. Stroud. So the number 1 pick at quarterback doesn't mean someone's going to come in right away and turn the franchise around. So let's say they miss out on Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. Are there any Bo Nix in this draft? Who are the other options that they can look at?
So draft-wise, the next 3 guys most analysts will tell you, most scouts will tell you, are Jalen Milroe at Alabama, Quinn Ewers at Texas, and Carson Beck at Georgia. And the good thing is, if you watched Hard Knocks, you know that one of the reasons John Mara and the Giants were really high on Eli Manning over Ben Roethlisberger way back when was that they loved that Eli faced SEC competition. Well, guess what those 3 guys are? They're all SEC quarterbacks. Yes, Texas is in the SEC now too. So all 3 of those guys are SEC quarterbacks. Carson Beck is probably the one who is most likely to sneak into the first round, maybe that back of the first round that some teams do. He was a consensus first round pick, maybe even as high as number 1 overall before the season started. But teams are trying to figure out what's happened to his decision making, man. His interceptions, he's thrown multiple picks a game down at Georgia.
Media-wise, out of all these quarterbacks that we just mentioned, from Cam Ward to Carson Beck, who would you like to see media-wise, though? Who's going to get you the retweets and the clicks?
It might cause the Giants front office PR staff and pretty coaching staff some to pull their hair out, but I can't imagine it would be much more fun than to cover Deion and Shador Sanders.
That would be a lot of fun. All right, so I know it's still early, and we still got bowl games, we got Senior Bowls, combines, free agencies, and pro days. Put on your GM hat. You're now Ryan Shane. Which route would you go in terms of finding and bringing in your next QB1? Free agency or the draft?
Yeah, I would probably go with the stopgap. I would probably look for next year Sam Darnold. This year, Sam Darnold, the real Sam Darnold, will probably be too expensive for the Giants. He's going to be looking for like a Geno Smith $30 million a year contract. I'm not sure I'd buy into that, but I'd be looking for that next guy. I wouldn't want a Jacoby Brissett type stopgap who does it every year, but if I could find somebody, maybe it's Justin Fields. How about that? I'll throw out the name Justin Fields. That's the kind of guy I would like to take a chance on, a flyer on. I think he would be a good fit in Daboll's system if Daboll is still the head coach. But somebody like that, a young guy who just needs a change of scenery, and then I'd be looking to the 2026 and beyond drafts if I could. I want to stabilize the position next year, not take a shot in the dark.
All right, Ryan Dunleavy, thanks for hopping on with us, my man.
Thanks, Brandon.